after a 2.5-hour-long summit that is now concluded. Trump says no deal reached on Ukraine. Putin claims that an understanding that has been reached. And now Putin seems to be boarding the plane after the talks. The Alaska meeting is now over. It lasted for nearly 3 hours. He's now heading back. A red carpet that was rolled out for the president of Russia. As far as this Alaska meeting is concerned, both of them have been hailing the summit in Alaska as constructive and mutually respectful. However, there hasn't been any outcome of this meeting so far. Well, that is the departure there taking place of President Putin. It has been a long-haul flight for him. But when we speak of the root causes of the crisis that has to be eliminated, because when we speak of the India factor here, Rishabh, India is also watching it very closely. The latest, before the summit was to take place, Zelensky also dialed Prime Minister Modi. However, India has made its point clear when it comes to seeking an end to the war. That is something that India's stand has consistently been maintained.
Well, see, India is a big stakeholder. Remember, India is not only purchasing energy from Russia, but also is one of those few countries who have spoken directly to both the sides, Ukraine and Russia. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in just last 1 week, has held phone call with President Putin as well as President Zelensky. And India, what we are given to understand, the sources suggest that India has gauged the issues that will be on table and how things would move forward. India also has its own national interests, and if this whole conflict between Russia and Ukraine ends, India's national interest is also served. So India would be pushing for its own national interest as well on the table when the leaders sit down next as well. This time around, what we're given to understand that via President Putin, India did push for its national interest on the table as well. So it will be interesting to see how things unfold. But then, having said that, there is another set of issues that India is facing right now. That is Donald Trump and his erratic behavior toward India. Whether this ceasefire, whether this whole discussion between Russia and the United States will put an end there, no, that is not going to happen. While publicly Donald Trump has been speaking about how India is being slapped with tariff because India is purchasing Russian oil,
well, that has been so the fallout that many countries, including India, have been facing, rather bearing because of this war that has been taking place for the last 3 years between Russia and Ukraine. Thank you very much, Sarah and Pathikrit, for joining us here on the broadcast with your point of view. To you, Rishabh and Srinjoy as well. We'll be back on the other side of a very short break.